Alright, hello everybody. Today I have no news on Xiao. Xiao's kit still looking exactly how it left off. However, on my last couple of videos, I've been getting a lot of comments talking about what's going to be the best artifact set to build. Should you build a 2 Gladiator, 2 Viridescent, 2 Noblesse, 2 anything? What should people be building? And so I want to take a moment to answer that question. Um, yeah. That's about it. There's one additional thing that I do want to mention. This is a difference to his kit technically, but it's not new. It's just I forgot to mention it, or I misled some of you last time when I mentioned Yaksha's mask or the Bane of All Evil. I mentioned that it doesn't go off of, it doesn't go on cooldown until you're out of the duration. That is now false. There's been a video leaked out somewhere out there that shows him going into his burst, getting slapped up by the new boss. But while he's being slapped up, while in his burst, you do see the cooldown going down. So we do have confirmation that at this time, his cooldown does start ticking as soon as you activate it for his burst. Alright, but that's all I gotta say for that. Now let's go start talking about his artifacts. Alright, before we get into it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as a lot of you who are watching aren't actually subscribed to the channel, and it would help immensely if I can get as many subscribers as possible. Yeah, that's all. Just, subscribe. It's not that hard for you, and if you like the content, you might as well subscribe because I got more content coming on the way. Alright, getting into it for real though this time. Let's talk about his best sets, as well as some misconceptions that I've been hearing from other people in my comments as well, and I've seen a couple posts on Facebook, online, other places. So we're gonna talk about all of this. First off, what I think his best set is gonna be. I think his best set is gonna be a 2-piece Gladiator with a 2-piece Viridescent Veneer set. As far as sets go, I think this will give him the most damage. As the 18% increase to his attack actually is going to be pretty noticeable based off of all of his attack scaling. But the 15% anima bonus damage also is just going to be a final increase to almost all of his damage, especially while he's bursting. And I'm going to talk about why I think that as well. Originally, I actually was leaning more towards the 4-piece Gladiator set, especially after some of my latest leaks where I was talking about the plunge no longer scaled, his charge attack is new, all this information. I thought he was going to be a normal attack character. During that time, I figured, alright, if he's a mainly normal attack character, maybe I want to go Gladiators instead. But now that his plunge is back into his kit, and his charge attack has been added to his kit, and we see the scaling for that now, I can say that I think the Viridescent Veneer will give you a better bonus overall for the 2-piece bonus, since this will not give you any bonus to his charge attack or his plunge, and both of them are going to be big parts of his kit, especially that plunge. Everyone knows Xiao for his plunge spam, and if that's the playstyle you want, then the 4-piece Gladiator set will have absolutely no bonus there. So I would recommend, again, the 2-piece Gladiator Finale, 2-piece Viridescent Veneer. I would not worry at all about the 4-piece Viridescent Veneer, because it increases his swirl damage, sure. I wouldn't build him for swirl. I don't think building him for swirl is the main thing. I think building him for his own personal damage is the biggest thing, so I wouldn't build for the 60% increase to swirl. And the second part is only a support ability, will not help Xiao himself, unlike the 2-piece Gladiator, which the 18% attack. Again, this is all attack scaling, attack scaling, attack scaling, attack scaling. Everything he does scales off of attack, so I think the 18 increase is better than this, and so then, again, this part does not even help you, because this is only for support builds like Venti or Sucrose or Gene. Alright, that's about it. That's all I have to say about this. That's why I think the 2-piece is better, why I wouldn't go with the 4-piece of either. Now let's talk about the Noblesse. I get a lot of questions about should you go the Noblesse. My answer is no. You should not go Noblesse under any circumstances. The biggest reason is this is a damage bonus already. This is not damage itself. It's not like, this isn't going to be like the Crescent Pike. So when you're hitting an enemy, that it's going to be an additional pop of damage. This is just a flat damage bonus, or not flat, but a damage bonus added on top of his normal attacks. This is going to be similar to the Nemo Cup. If you have an Nemo Cup, the way that damage bonus is added onto when you deal an emo damage is the same way that this damage bonus will be added on to your attacks. It's not going to be a separate proc, and because of that, your burst does 0 damage itself. So this benefits nothing. This will go to waste, and they'll be wasting 2 good artifact slots that could go again to the Gladiator Viridescent. If you cannot farm Viridescent and have the 4-piece Gladiator set, I still think that's good. But yeah, I just would not go the 2-piece Noblesse under any circumstances. Next, I want to talk about some other kind of jokier builds. His Retracing Bolide. If you want to build completely around shield, Retracing Bolide I don't think will work on him because he takes so much damage himself. He'll I don't know how this damage is going to work, but if you have a shield, I'm guessing the shield's going to get beat up first, and then his health. So you'll be able to hold on to this for such a short amount of time. And once he's in his burst, you don't want to be switching out for any reason. So I would not recommend going Retracing Bolide for any reason either. And finally, this is even more of a joke. Heart of the Depths. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do this either. I do think he can keep up this passive indefinitely. I mean, yeah, he can, because his dash is only 10 seconds, and his the dash cooldown is only 10 seconds, and this is for 15. So you'll have this up forever, and it might be fun to mess around with. But at that point, you might as well just build for gladiators, the 35% over the 30% for the normal in-charge attack. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one. So again, just to reiterate, the absolute best things for him are going to be the 2-piece gladiator, 2-piece viridescent. I've seen other people's math. I've done math myself. The bonuses are just going to outweigh the bonus of these 2 sets together will outweigh anything else. Next, let's talk about what actual substats you should be going for, or stats and substats you should be going for. So for Xiao, so open a notepad real quick. For Xiao, his main stats are gonna be HP, attack for the feather and flower. Then you're gonna go attack percent on his timepiece, a demo on his goblet, and then crit damage on his circlet. Actually separate this a little bit better. So there is a lot of main DPSs who want to go crit rate. However, because he has so much crit rate built into his kit already, as his ascension bonus, he's going to be built much similar to Diluc. And Diluc always goes crit damage. The additional crit rate you're going to need to get you to that 50% golden spot is going to come through your substats. You should just try to get a little bit more crit rate through your substats, or if you have something like the Jade Spear, or there's or the Death Match that provides you a crit rate already, that'll be more than enough there as well. But yeah, your substats should fill out your crit rate. And let's talking about substats. Let's talk about substats you should prioritize. I think attack percentage is important to prioritize, especially because Xiao will have the highest base attack in the game, or at least his personal base attack will be one of the highest in the entire game, meaning that you're going to get really good scaling off of attack substats. Attack percentage substat. You also should be focusing crit damage, because again, his crit rate's naturally going to be so high with his ascension bonus that you should be able to get a good amount of crit rate, and you want to be pumping out the crits. So crit damage is really important. At that point, after these 2, I then would look for crit rate, because again, you do want to round that crit rate out so you have that 50% range. And if you don't have a weapon that will round it up for you, then you're gonna have to do it through your substats. And other than that, you then would just go basic other stats like attack. Oh, and actually, before attack, you're gonna want to go energy recharge, because it's going to be important to make sure you have your ult up as much as possible. Again, it goes on cooldown immediately after using it, meaning that you only are going to have 2 seconds of cool or 3 seconds of cooldown, meaning you're going to want to be able to, in those 3 seconds, already have your energy charged. And if anything, the best way to do that is going to be through energy recharge. For crit rate and energy recharge, I'm actually going to put them on the same level, and this is really dependent on if you have that crit rate weapon. If you do, then energy recharge is more important. If you don't, then then again, you're going to want to round up that crit rate to make sure that you're getting your crits off as often as possible. And then after that, you're going to go EM, basic attack, and I wouldn't stress stats other than those. Like, if you get other stats, that's fine, but those are that's what my focus will be: attack percent and crit damage. Especially because a lot of his modifiers are actually really good, especially on his dash now. You're gonna want higher attack. You're gonna want higher crit damage. Then again, if you have the weapon needed, then energy recharge is more important. If you don't, then crit rate's more important. Finally, get elemental mastery and attack, and just build him up as any DPS. I know I said don't worry about Swirl too much. I still believe don't worry about Swirl too much, but you know, you should have a support that can proc multiple elements and swirls. Someone like Faishal, like Jingcho, who are going to be able to have their ability go on in the background while Xiao's doing his thing. Alright, but that's been everything I gotta say about artifacts. Again, summing up, best artifacts are going to be a two-piece of Viridescent and Gladiator. Don't touch Noblesse, and I really wouldn't touch many other sets at this point. Some people are hoping that a brand new set will come out. Yeah, we have a lot of the details. Affected by yeah, we have a lot of the details of everything that's going to be in the next patch. No artifacts at this point, so I wouldn't have my hopes up for that currently. Maybe sometime in the future. But yeah, for now, just focus on Gladiator and Viridescent. Nothing else is really going to be his best in slot. Alright. That's all I gotta say. Again, if you like any of the information, if any of this information helps you out, please subscribe to my channel, as it would help me immensely. I blew all my expectations for this year out of the water. I didn't expect even to get where I am now, but now that I'm here, I just want to look forward, hit that 1,000. And at the 1,000, I plan to have a nice giveaway. Additionally, if you are interested in giveaways, no matter what happens, I do plan to have a giveaway for Xiao's release. I'll have more details sometime in the future. But yeah, for Xiao's release, I don't really care what subscribers I'm at, what view count I'm at. I'm doing a giveaway because I'm just happy. Like, you know, Xiao's the character I've been most looking forward to. So when he comes out, I just want to share that happiness with someone else. And giveaway time. Alright, but that's everything I gotta say. Like, subscribe, have a good day, and I'm out.